Subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get all notification.
Hello students, today we are going to start our new unit which is diversity in the living world, and the first chapter of this unit is the living world. So we will start the chapter the living world. When we talk about the living organism, आप शुरू से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म एंड नॉन लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म के बीच में कुछ चेंजेस होते, कुछ डिफरेंसेस होते हैं. सो इन दिस चैप्टर आल्सो वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट दीस डिफरेंसेस एंड we will take a detail about these differences, these features, that characteristic features which are found in the living organism, are they exclusively present in the living organism. So here we will talk about the living organisms, the living things, and the characteristics which are found in the living organism. To describe the living organism, we take some features. कौन कौन से फीचर्स होते हैं जिसके बेसिस पे हम लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं. द फर्स्ट फीचर इज ग्रोथ. That living organism, they show grow, they grow, show growth. Even the growth present होती है. This is the first feature. Second feature of the living organisms are that they show reproduction. They show reproduction. Next will be that is that they have metabolism. Metabolism is present in the living organism. Besides these, some other characters will also be discussed here. We will talk about it also, like cellular organization and the response to the environmental stimuli. So here, next characters are the cellular organization and response to stimuli, or environmental stimuli. We can talk about environmental stimuli. So these are the some characteristic features which are found in the living organisms. But here, to describe a living organism, we need to understand that all these characters are exclusively or the defining feature of the living organism. Defining feature, हमने एक वर्ड यूज किया है. क्या मतलब है इसका? Defining feature means एक ऐसा feature जो unexceptionally सिर्फ और सिर्फ living organism में present हो and it is not present in any non-living organism. Such kind of features are known as defining feature. So we will take a look on all these characteristics. Are they defining feature of living organism or not? तो हम ये देखते हैं कि क्या ये सबके सब फीचर जो हमने यहाँ लिखे हैं, ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स जो लिखी हैं, क्या ये डिफाइनिंग फीचर है? क्या ये हर तरीके से एक लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म को लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म प्रूव कर सकती है? दे आर प्रेजेंट इन ऑल लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म और दे आर एब्सेंट इन non-living organism. So I told you that we are going to discuss about the defining feature. Defining feature means the features which are found unexceptionally into all living organisms and they are not found or absent in all non-living organisms. Such kind of features are known as defining feature. So let's see out of these features which characteristics are the defining feature and what are not. So let's start करते हैं. First feature से first characteristic, that is growth. जब हम growth की बात करते हैं, growth is the increase in cell number, mass, or we can say that in the size. तो यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि growth किसे हम growth कहेंगे? The number of the cells, if it is increasing, then we call that organism is growing. If the mass is increasing, cells का mass increase हो रहा है, तब भी हम कहेंगे कि organism में growth हो रही है. In the same case, when the one cell, it increase its size बड़ा हो रहा है cell का, then again we can say that cell is or organism is growing. So increase in the number, increase in the mass, or increase in the size of an organ of a cell is known as the growth. इसे हम बोलेंगे growth. All living organisms show this kind of growth. हर living organism में ये growth मिलती है. If we take a look on the plant or animal, अगर हम plant और animals में growth की बात करें, in the plants, the growth is found in all part of or throughout their life. Plants के अंदर जो growth होती है, it's present throughout their life. They show growth throughout their life. But in the case of animals, the growth is present at a ग्रोथ इज हैपेंस एट अ सर्टेन एज, एक एज तक ही ग्रोथ प्रेजेंट रहती है। तो यहाँ पे जो ग्रोथ होती है वो एक रिस्ट्रिक्टेड ग्रोथ होती है। एनिमल्स के केस में growth is restricted growth, but in the case of plants they grow throughout their life, throughout their life। तो यहाँ पे जो growth है it's not a restricted growth, but if we talk and take a look onto the growth in living and non-living, हमने ये बात की कि लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में ग्रोथ है और लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में प्लांट्स भी ग्रोथ कर रहे हैं, एनिमल्स भी ग्रोथ कर रहे हैं, अदर ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर आल्सो ग्रोइंग। लाइक इन द केस ऑफ यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म, इफ वी टॉक लाइक बैक्टीरिया, they show their growth by their reproduction, where growth is equal to reproduction। reproduction कर रहे हैं means one bacteria it's divided into the two another bacteria by the reproduction, by the fission, then it show its growth also। so in the unicellular organism growth is equal to their reproduction or reproduction is equal to their growth। but in the case of non-living organism, if we talk about a non-living organism, both of these are living, ये दोनों है living। if we take a look on non-living, like अगर हम एक non-living की बात करें like mountain it also show growth, इसके अंदर भी ग्रोथ होती है, it shows growth, it's increase its size increase होता है। but here the growth which is present in the mountain, this kind of growth is external growth। यहाँ पे जो ग्रोथ हो रही है वो external growth है, it is increasing their size only by depositing some external material onto their surface। यहाँ पे सिर्फ surface पे कुछ materials deposit होते रहेंगे जिसकी वजह से mountain का size increase हो रहा है। so in this case the mountain is also growing, but this type of growth is external growth, but in the non-living organism the growth is internal growth। यहाँ पे जो ग्रोथ होती है वो इंटरनल होती है। but in both cases as well as in the living as well as in non-living, both kind of organism or both kind of things they show growth। दोनों ही टाइप की चीजों में हम देख सकते हैं कि ग्रोथ प्रेजेंट होती है। सो वी कैन से दैट दिस ग्रोथ इज नॉट अ डिफाइनिंग फीचर, इट्स नॉट अ डिफाइनिंग फीचर, ये एक डिफाइनिंग फीचर नहीं हुआ क्योंकि ग्रोथ जो है वो लिविंग में भी प्रेजेंट है, ग्रोथ नॉन लिविंग में भी प्रेजेंट है। बेशक यहाँ पे चेंजेस हैं, बट we can say that non-living things also grow, so growth is not a defining feature। now next take a look on the another feature which is reproduction। अब हम देखते हैं सेकंड जो प्रोसेस है, जो सेकंड जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक हमने ली है जो कि है reproduction। is reproduction is a defining feature। अब हम reproduction के बारे में बात करते हैं, क्या reproduction defining feature है? second feature is reproduction। reproduction you know that it's a process in which the organisms form its progeny, जिसमें एक ऑर्गेनिज्म अपने प्रोजेनीज फॉर्म कर रहा है, अपने नेक्स्ट जनरेशन फॉर्म कर रहा है, दैट प्रोसेस इज नोन एज रिप्रोडक्शन। इट कैन बी ऑफ टू टाइप्स, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction। asexual reproduction is the reproduction in which there is no gametes form, कोई gamete formation नहीं हो रहा, कोई फ्यूजन नहीं हो रहा, किसी भी तरीके की वेरिएशंस क्रिएट नहीं हो रही। all the offsprings which are formed they are exact copy of their parents, or we can say that clones are formed by the asexual reproduction। but in the case of sexual reproduction gametes are formed, their fusion happens and the chances of variations are there, variations present होती हैं sexual reproduction के अंदर। many organisms show their reproduction by different means, बहुत तरीके के organism अलग अलग तरीके से reproduction करते हैं। like we can say that binary fission के through reproduction जो हो रहा है वो हो रहा है बैक्टीरिया के अंदर, अमीबा के अंदर, बैक्टीरिया और अमीबा they show reproduction by binary fission। yeast it show reproduction by budding, planaria it show regeneration। इस तरीके से रिप्रोडक्शन के हमारे पास बहुत सारे टाइप्स हैं। लाइक फंजाई शो रिप्रोडक्शन बाय फ्रेगमेंटेशन और बाय स्पोर फॉर्मेशन, एल्गीज में फ्रेगमेंटेशन होता है सॉरी, एंड फंजाई शो रिप्रोडक्शन बाय spore formation। so there are the very different types of reproduction are present, but overall what is happening, the next offspring is formed, offspring formation हो रहा है reproduction के अंदर। so if we talk about the reproduction की जब हम बात कर रहे हैं हम यहाँ पे देखेंगे is the reproduction is a defining feature, क्या reproduction एक defining feature है? any living non-living things do not show reproduction, कोई भी non-living thing reproduction show नहीं कर रही है। but when we come on to the living organism, जब हम living organism की बात करेंगे, does all living organism show reproduction? क्या सभी living organism reproduction show करते हैं? no, we have exception. And in the starting we talked about that defining feature is the feature which is unexceptionally present in all living organism. Here we have some exception. कौन से exception है जिनके अंदर reproduction present नहीं होता? If we talk about the mule which is the hybrid of donkey and horse, this is mule and it's a sterile, इसमें किसी भी तरीके का reproduction नहीं होता. उसी तरीके से अगर हम और एग्जांपल देखें, the infertile couple, like some couples do not able to reproduce, such kind of couples are known as infertile couple. तो उन्हें हम बोल रहे हैं infertile couple. So infertile couple भी हो गए हैं जो कि reproduction show नहीं कर रहे हैं. Similarly the worker honeybees, जो honeybees में worker honeybee होती है, these honeybees are also sterile, they are not able to reproduce. So here we have some exception of the living organism which do not show reproduction, जो reproduction show नहीं कर रहे. So we can say that reproduction is again not a defining feature. Reproduction भी एक defining feature नहीं है. We can't say that this organism is living on the basis of reproduction. So it's also not a defining feature. Now let's come on to the next characteristics which is metabolism. अब हम बात करते हैं third characteristics की जो की है metabolism. Now what is metabolism? If we talk about the definition of the metabolism, that is that all chemical reactions which take place inside the living organism or inside the cell or the body of any living organism, they are known as metabolism. केमिकल रिएक्शंस बहुत सारी होती हैं, लैब में भी हो रही हैं, आउटसाइड एनवायरनमेंट में भी हो रही हैं, बट दे आर नॉट मेटाबॉलिक रिएक्शंस, दे आर जस्ट केमिकल रिएक्शंस. बट if any chemical reactions happens inside the body of a living organism, then we call it metabolism. तब हम उसे बोलेंगे metabolism. And this metabolism can be of two types. दो तरीके की मेटाबॉलिज्म होती है, यानी कि हम बोल सकते हैं कि टू रिएक्शंस का कॉम्बिनेशन है मेटाबॉलिज्म. दैट इज anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism and catabolism. These two reactions they combinedly known as metabolic reaction or metabolism. ये हम combinedly बोलते हैं metabolism. इसे एक बार हम यहाँ से हटाते हैं. If we talk about the reaction, that reactions present in living organism, or we can say that into the body of a cell, the reaction which are present into the living organism or into inside, which happens inside the body, they are called metabolism. This is known as metabolism. It's a mixture of two type of reaction. First is anabolism and second one is the catabolism. Anabolism, when anything is get synthesized, जब कुछ भी बनाया जा रहा है, that process is known as anabolism. And when something is got broken down, जब कुछ टूट रहा है, कुछ complex molecules break down होके simpler molecules में convert हो रहा है, then we call it catabolism. So the mixture of both these two reactions, or we can say both these two reactions combinedly known as metabolism or metabolic reactions. So now we will see that is the metabolism is a defining feature. क्या metabolism एक defining feature है? Metabolism are the reactions which happen inside the living organism. That's what we talked about. But these reactions can be taken out. Like अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं जैसे fertilization की, fertilization can be happen inside the body. Body के अंदर होता है. Human example अगर हम लेते हैं, human body में fertilization या फिर जो embryo development हो रहा है वो हो रहा है human body के अंदर. But this fertilization can be done outside the human body into the laboratory condition. Then we call it in vitro fertilization. तब हम इसे बोलेंगे in vitro fertilization. But in this case, metabolism has the reactions which are happening inside the body. They can be performed inside the body and they can be performed outside the body. Body के अंदर भी हो सकती है, body के बाहर भी हो सकती है. If they are happening outside the body, still they are related with the living organism. है तो वही metabolic reaction, बेशक वो बाहर हो रही है, but still they are the processes or the reactions which are related with the living beings. So we can say that metabolism is a defining feature because no any living non-living organism they do not show any kind of metabolism. कोई भी non-living organism किसी भी तरीके की कोई metabolic reaction show नहीं करता. But living organism they show metabolism like respiration हो सकता है, digestion of food हो सकता है. All these reactions are the metabolic reactions and they happen inside the body. Still they can be performed outside in the environment, but they are the part of the living things. ये part है living things का. So here we can say that metabolism is a defining feature. It's a defining feature. Now we will come on to the next, that is cellular organization. Cellular organization means we can say that all living organisms are made up of cells. सभी के सभी जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म है वो सेल के बने हुए हैं. सेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन we can say that all living organisms are made up of cell. चाहे यहाँ पे यूनिसेलुलर की बात हो या फिर मल्टी सेलुलर की बात हो. सिंगल सेल ऑर्गेनिज्म है या मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है जिसमें बहुत सारी सेल्स प्रेजेंट है. Both of these two kind of organisms they are made up of cells. Any non-living organisms are not present which is made up of cell. कोई भी non-living organism cell से form नहीं हुआ है. So here we can say that cellular organization is a defining feature. It's a defining feature. It is present exclusively into the living organism. ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ किसमें present है? Living organism में ही present है. Now let's come on to the next feature. Next characteristics that is respond to stimuli. अब हम बात करेंगे next feature की, that is response to stimuli or external stimuli or external environment. Respond to external environment. Now let's see. You know that इसको हम consciousness भी बोल सकते हैं. That consciousness that is present only into the living organisms. No any non-living things show consciousness. Like अगर हम लोग कुछ काम कर रहे हैं, हमारे आसपास कुछ भी changes हो रहे हैं, कोई हमारे आसपास घूम रहा है, कोई कुछ काम कर रहा है, then we can feel the changes, that things that are happening around us. हम feel कर सकते हैं कि ये सब changes हमारे आसपास हो रहे हैं. So this is the response. ये response plants भी show करते हैं, animals भी show करते हैं, and all unicellular organism also show the responses. These responses और यहाँ पे जो हमने responses की बात की है वो responses हो रहे हैं against stimuli. Stimuli के against responses हो रहे हैं. ये stimuli कुछ भी हो सकते हैं. The stimuli can be biological. Any biological matter can be work as a stimuli, or any physical thing can also work as a stimuli, or any chemical. So stimuli can be of three types: chemical, biological और physical. किसी भी तरीके का stimuli हो सकता है जिसके against response show किया जा रहा है. Unicellular and multicellular, both type of organism they show response against any stimuli. Like plants के केस में अगर हम बात करते हैं, they show response against light, temperature, gravity. हर तरीके से हर एक स्टिमुलाई के अगेंस्ट रिस्पॉन्स शो कर रहे हैं. लाइक अस ह्यूमन बीइंग इज आल्सो अ सेल्फ कॉन्शियस ह्यूमन बीइंग लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. सो दिस property, this feature that responds to stimuli is present exclusively into the living organism. It is not found in any non-living organism. किसी भी non-living organism के अंदर present नहीं है. So we can say that this is a defining feature. ये एक defining feature है. यहाँ पे एक exception आता है. Like in the case of any person who is into the coma. अगर हम बात करें कोई एक person है जो हॉस्पिटल में है, कोमा की कंडीशन में है, अगर उसके आसपास कोई भी चेंजेस हो तो वो कोई रिस्पॉन्स शो नहीं करेगा. डॉक्टर कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, इंजेक्शन लगा रहे हैं या कुछ चेकअप कर रहे हैं, कोई रिस्पॉन्स हमें नजर नहीं आता. So is this kind of person is showing any response? No, it is not showing. तो हम क्या कहेंगे? Is it living or not? क्या वो living है या नहीं है? यहाँ पे देखने वाली बात यह है, if the medicines, the injections which are going inside the body of this patient, that coma patient, are they showing any changes? And अगर उनकी वजह से body के अंदर कुछ responses show हो रहे हैं, कोई metabolic reactions अगर show हो रही हैं, then we can say that this person is a living organism. So here we discussed some characteristic feature and we saw that these characteristic features are exclusively or defining feature of the living organism. So on the basis of this, we can say that growth is not a defining feature, reproduction is again it's not a defining feature, metabolism is a defining feature, cellular organization is a defining feature of living organism, and the response to stimuli is again it's a defining feature of living organism. So here now we are able to give the answer of the question that what is living. अब हम आसानी से जवाब दे सकते हैं इस क्वेश्चन का कि कौन है living, who is living or what is living. So we can say that the organism which show metabolism, which have a cellular organization and which show response to the external stimuli is known as living organism or a living. तो living कौन होगा? जो मेटाबॉलिज्म शो करेगा, सेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है और रिस्पॉन्सेस शो कर रहा है या कॉन्शियसनेस शो कर रहा है, these all these characteristics are found in any organism, then we call it as a living. So here we discuss all these characteristics. In the next video we will study about biodiversity or some other important topics related with this chapter. Till then, keep watching, keep studying and keep learning. Thank you.